Hi, in this video, we're going to talk a little bit about profit taking, and there's a lot of different ways to look at profit taking, but the specific one in this video is going to be devoted to individual instruments and what the cells are predicating for the next move. All right, and when we have a yellow indication on a cell, I'm going to explain fully what that means, and then we're also going to take a look at how do you sort for situations like that, and how do you pay attention to some of the instruments that you might have in your own personal portfolio. So one of the things I want to do is I'm going right into the S&P 500. We're just going to always use this as an example. You can obviously go into quite a few other different indices across the globe, which is the cool thing about this scanner. But as I'm just going to kind of again review. We've got green cells, red cells, light red cells, bottoms, tops. Remember, folks, these are all explained in the manual that we have, so please review those. But one of the things I want to talk about is, we've had a little bit of a run here in the S&Ps. This is January 26th. It's after the market close. And if we look at our breadth calculations, we're almost starting to turn, middle ground or breadth positive on our daily TAS breadth calculations. But let's just throw all that aside. Let's just strictly focus on this particular key right here. It's called new box. All right. What does that mean? And what I chose here was a weekly new box attempting to appear. And what that means is when you look at a lot of these cells that are in this particular sort, you're going to notice some gray cells, you're going to notice some red cells, and you're going to notice some green cells. So one of the things I want to be looking at when we've had new, and these appeared, this is Tuesday afternoon. So we've had 2 full days of a decent ramp up here in the S&Ps and almost an incredible reversal off of the Shanghai lows last night. But that's a timely statement. We're going to stay away from that. I want to focus on, what does this yellow indication mean on these red particular cells? So if I look at Starwood Hotels and Resorts worldwide, I'm going to notice that, we've got some different colored cells over here. We've got some borders that have been crossed on the north side here above. Most recently on the short side, 60.79, as you can see, that's the top of our profile there. But what I want to do is I want to pull up our weekly here, and I want to go right into that weekly. And I want to show you that even though we've been in a downtrend, what that yellow peel back is actually meaning on HOT, Starwood Hotels and Resorts Worldwide, is that we're attempting to put in a new demand area. All right, what does that mean? That means that we've been in a downtrend, which is exemplified by that red cell, and we've been 7 straight weeks below the most recent long-term profile. All right, that yellow peelback looking indication means that we're putting in a new demand area, and that means we're having new inflection points appear more than likely next week. This could disappear, all right, but it's an indication in itself, and we more than likely got this indication on Monday. Now it's Tuesday after the close. We more than likely got this indication on a Monday, all right, and that means that, hey, we're having price action within a possible new profile attempting to appear. And what that means to me on a long term is that indication in itself, when we have a yellow peelback, either in a green cell, just like in FLIR Systems right here, or in Starwood Hotels, is a long-term indication, again, that we may have been reaching targets. So let's actually go back into the scanner. Let's kill that sort, and let's go into our daily. And let's actually look at daily new profiles attempting to appear. Now, again, guys who are trading on different time frames want to look at this scanner in a different, light when it comes to, what are you going to focus on? Are you going to focus on 60-minute gyrations, or are you going to kind of look at your wheelhouse, possibly if you're an intermediate trader, and look at the dailies exclusively? Well, if we look at this, what we have here is we've had, let's just look at Western Digital, WDC. 15 weeks below profiles, we've got 14 weeks below dailies, but we've got a new profile attempting to appear. So if you've been short this stock, which I don't see any way in the world you could have been long, just by looking at the cell colors here on a long-term basis, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into our weekly. I'm going to see that we have just been going to heck in a handbasket here, but look at my daily. I've got a big move that's happened on the upside here, a little bit of a turnaround. And again, this is Western Digital. Let me see if I can compress this a little bit. And as we look at WDC down here, we're noticing that yellow peelback. That means that tomorrow, this is as of today's close information, tomorrow, since we closed today with that yellow peelback, we're going to have a new profile here. We're going to have new inflection points to lean on, and you're going to get, by the way, a new top, bottom, and POC to focus on. And that is something we always talk about, where's the bottom? Where's the bottom? Well, this is just the start of a possibility of a bottom on this, on an intermediate. The weekly, no dice yet. But you may have some opportunities to trade this on an intermediate based on that yellow peelback happening. Now, again, as we know, today's market is closed. When we're looking at, in the first part of this video, we're looking at weekly close. Weekly closes aren't even close to happening. Today's Tuesday after the close. But daily closes, this solidified at the end of the close today, and that means that we're going to have the ability to have some new areas to put in stops, all right? So we're going to look at the bottom of our profile as a new stop, kind of Custer's last stance situation. We don't know those numbers yet, but we will when the market opens tomorrow. So again, focusing on target-rich environments in this video based on sells alone. Throw out the breadth, throw out the custom sorts, throw out everything else. What we've done here is been able to figure out, at bare minimum, targets on the downside. So this is where you want to kind of sit on your hands, sit tight, and wait for some new information. If we cross those borders again on those new profiles on the downside, so be it. Those are new breakdown selling points in this instance. Thanks, guys.